In educational, formal education, there's the season ranging from elementary through doctorate, and then there's also a fellow degree, which is medical field of specialties. It's a little bit higher than that. But in the rearing of children, there are seasons that range from conception to now 30 years old or so. They still living at home. Used to last till about 18, maybe 19. But we've stretched that. I think the average is now, adolescence is pouring over into the age of 26, elder, is what they're saying in the States. And so there are different seasons as we raise our children. And they go through different things. It's incumbent upon us, now hear what I'm saying here, to know the season. To know what season we are in. It is the fool that says that I resist winter, and he goes out and he puts on shorts in 10-degree freezing rain. This is because he says, I rebel against that season in my life. And so I'm going to dress this way. And we would look at someone to be very foolish if they had a cashmere sweater in 107-degree weather. We'd say, what's wrong with you? Well, I just reject the whole notion of this season in my life. I'm here to tell you, you cannot control those things. You have to live in the season in which you are in. You have to come to grips with that season. You have to understand it and begin to embrace it and mature in that season. And stop trying to live in past seasons of your life. Amen. Guys, you're 45, you're 50 years old. Stop putting your leather jacket on. Amen? And going out to Sonic and pretending like you're at the car hops. And all. There's a time that you have to put those things away, and there's a memory. I have one in my closet. It sits in there. It doesn't fit the same, but it's in there. Amen. Have you tried your leather jacket on lately? Any of you? Oh my word! Do any of you have one? Mike, go home and tried it on today. There you go. But you have to pass that on. You have to move on from that. I've done that, lived that, accomplished that. What is next in my life? What season is in front of me? What new adventure do I have to look forward to? Now, how do I know that the season has passed? I think, Regina, that's as an individual as the person. How can you know? You have to know. Only you and the Lord can know your season. You have to be able to interpret your season and where you're at. Moses just walked in. What? Amen. You have to know the season in which you are in. You have to look for the signs, particularly. And you have to say, you know what, I've moved from there. I'm not that person anymore. Well, we could go into the world. Some of us were in the world, and we said that was a season that we were living away from the Lord. But you say now, I'm not in that season anymore. People come around and try to identify you again with that old season. You say, look, that's not me anymore. That was that season. I've moved on from that in my life. We have to come to grips with those kinds of things. Know the season that you are in. Amen. Now, Genesis says in 8:22, while the earth remains, seed time and harvest, cold and heat, summer and winter, and day and night shall not cease. Seed time and harvest implies that there is a field that grows crops. In life, there are many fields and not all are the same. Not every field is the same. Now the Bible talks about fields in the terms of people, the earth. And we know the parables and talk about sowing and reaping and the seed falling on good ground, bad, stony ground, all that kind of stuff. So the Bible really talks about the earth, the population of people being the field in which we bring forth harvest. So in our